doing? This field is quite substantial. And we're already halfway through a tank of liquid fertilizer. That could be a problem. I'm fairly certain we're nowhere near halfway. Well, I like to think that the numbers are approximately in the middle of the field. So potentially up and down once more, we should be halfway. Oh, did I manage to hit that tree? I did indeed manage to hit that tree. Oh. I am really not having a lot of success with this one. Let's do that. Okay. So fortunately I also got this on a 3-point hitch. So it's a little bit more what should we say, forgiving of the tight turns. Where are you going? Seriously, where are you going? Okay. Let's try that one again. Okay, green 9s. That's better. Might need to go and check on the Axion shortly. It could still be running. Let's see if we can figure it out. Well, the cars are all stopped. Okay, no, that's not going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Oh, telegraph poles are invisible. Oh no, he is still going. No idea what he's doing. Okay, back here. So I'll set this one off again. Of course, I could always have done the seeding on the angle rather than on the straight. You should not plant this way because rain would wash the dirt downfield that way. also a little dubious about setting this off on a worker because the hedges aren't real. He says crashing into a hedge. Nope. No, driving through a hedge. Oh. Which is where planting across the field would probably be a better move. Although I could end up with the tractor off the edge into the under the map. So, field across the way, I'm thinking I will also plant soybeans since it's probably one of the best times to do that. Since soybeans don't work or don't play well with other crops. As far as crop rotation goes. The best yield for soybeans is immediately after a fallow planting. However, it is entirely possible, I think according to Virtual Farmer, that planting oilseed radish counts as the field being fallow. Or maybe it's just that oilseed radish is the best thing you can plant before any crop. That's a nice looking crop up there. I think I've fertilized twice. There's field 17, isn't it? Yeah, field 17. The field we've done contracts in many, many times. Stick that on there. See what contracts are out there for the moment. Oh, I was thinking of doing 36 and 38. Oh, and look, 17 again. That's why I've got all the liquid fertilizer in the Valtra. But instead I got distracted. So, 600 litres left. Yeah, because of the way this field is, I really don't know if there's... I mean, we've used up 2/3 of our fertiliser. I really don't know if there's enough field left such that the rest will all be used up too. Oh. this point we have to be aware of the trees. Or just drive into them, why not? So, grass field we will be able to set loose on a worker with lime now. Although I think I've got a lot of ploughing to do in that field to really tidy it up. But we will need the liquid fertilizer for the other field. Missed a bit on that turn. Well, we seem to be going okay for now. Also going to need some more seed. I may put the remainder of that seed pallet onto the trailer as well. Since I know I don't have to worry about those telephone poles, we won't worry about it. Ooh. I haven't figured out how often they come through. Medicine Creek. Because chances are we are going to be looking for another Osa family farm so that we can include Mrs. Osa. We really haven't found a farm we want to play. We had a lot of fun on the Field Mountain farm, which was the Swiss farm. But it was, I mean, what, 6 workable fields, 3 of which had contracts on, the other 3 of which we owned. We'd paid off all the debt, but really there was very limited growth potential on that farm. Because we made a fair amount of work from, or income from contracting on the fields we didn't own, and by buying those, that kind of eliminates that option of an income. And Mrs. Osa really wasn't into chopping down the 500 trees on that map, so good forestry map. And it was a very pretty map. It was very graphic intensive though, because of all the trees. But I'm thinking possibly something like a black sheep modding map would work better for us, because he does do fairly small fields, so they're fairly cheap, but the map is usually well populated. So yeah, I will occasionally do a map like this, but I'm really not as a weekly or a weekday series. This is a long-term series. I mean, this is going to go through till at least Farm Sim whatever comes after 19 is, if not potentially a year after it comes out. Just keep running. So this is going to be my big map with big equipment and big stuff, and I'm cheating in money like crazy so that I can support it all. Grow the farm a little bit bigger. But I have found sort of large farm-based maps are a challenge because of the way I play them. And when it takes you an hour, 2 hours to harvest a field, that's a lot of stream time that you're just sitting there doing it, unless you've got the money to hire workers, and you can be getting on with something else. So maps like the Old Stream Farm, Ungertsheim even. Ungertsheim's a big map, but the fields are very small and very cheap. And so you can get, you feel like you're getting a lot done because you're never spending time on one field. I mean, another option I think is the one Daggerwind does. He uses what is it? Easy economy. So when you sell stuff, you get lots of income. I have actually been considering that. Once again, not something I'm doing right now because we're in the middle of a move, but there is the potential I could do a multiplayer farm. Oops. And so I may talk to Mrs. Ose and see how that pans out. However, another consideration is I may need to set up my own Discord server, because I don't really want to be, a multiplayer farm is probably going to need to be a weekly thing. And if we do that, then we're going to have to set aside one evening of a week, and if Arthur's stepping up his streaming schedule, or Simone is, then I can't really be using their Discord server and broadcasting in competition to them. And maybe having my own farm server, multiplayer server, would facilitate one of the bigger farms. Because, I mean, the last Farm Sim 17 farm we played, South Mountain Creamery, was kind of a big farm. I mean, solo play, that would have taken ages to work. But you know, with 3 or 4 people running harvesters, lots of people doing carting, you can get a lot more done, and you feel like things are happening. I think that's one of the problems we've had with some of the FS19 farms, is having multiple farms has ended up with, I did it again, with everybody, especially the first one, was it the Michigan map? I've really messed that one up, okay. The Michigan map, where we tried out the let's do it multiplayer, and that really didn't work too well, because we always felt that we were doing the same thing we did last week. During a 2-hour stream, we were what was it, harvesting, and then cultivating the field, planting it, and okay, now we're done planting, we're ready for next week's stream. So when next week's stream starts, and what are we doing? Well, we're doing exactly the same as we did last week. So kind of want to move away from that, I think. Oops. How's my liquid fertilizer doing? We still have 99 left. Well, that's the last row I'm going to have to do. So that's a good thing. Okay, I guess we can turn that off. Sadly, we're going to have to end up right back up at this end. The big question, of course, is how far are we going to get with this? So technically this is the way you are supposed to plant a field. You do the rows, and then you run around the edge so you don't have to drive across the middle of the field and squash all your seeds and your nicely aerated crop. Of course, the other obvious for a multiplayer server is we're going to have to cheat in the money. Oh, there we go. We are out of fertilizer. So now we'll just drive over the crop. Yay! Okay. I will park that there, turn that off, and okay, so this is about to get stuck on those trees again. That field is looking okay, I think. Oh, I can see where the island starts. There's just that bit that got missed just up ahead there. Yeah, I'm going to have to find a mod pack which has English style gates. Oh, That's where I want to be. Hopefully I don't hit the dog. No, dog's safe. Trailer is in the hay barn. Pretty sure. Where is the hay barn? Is that the hay barn? Yeah. Okay, to the store. Maybe mess that up. And we'll load up that seed pallet because I'm sure we're going to need it. Strap that down and off we go. Wonder if I left the back gate open. I'm going to have to turn that pallet around in order to get more stuff on the back. Nope. Get on the right side of the road. Oh, 65 mph. I think that's breaking the speed limit. Oops. Get off him. And 50 through the town, or through the roundabouts. Not very easy keeping to the speed. Wow, this thing does 90. No repeater turns speed limit signs there. Okay, so here are our packs of stuff. Okay, so let's try and rotate that so that hello. Oh, I broke my Land Rover. Well, yeah, that was not what I had planned. Well, I got it rotated, even though I haven't figured out what the buttons are. Yeah, I pressed a button there and went flying. So, there you go. So if I buy another pallet of seed, I could put that